Welcome back to the Tasty Cooking Creations channel. Ever wondered how to make the best French toast? You're in the right place. French toast, a timeless breakfast favorite that has graced our dining tables for centuries. Its history can be traced back to Roman times, but it's been and reinvented around the world. Each culture adds its own unique twist, yet at its core, French toast is a delicious combination of simple ingredients: bread, eggs, and a hint of sweetness. It's the perfect example of the magic that can happen when humble ingredients come together. It's comfort food at its finest, perfect for a lazy Sunday morning or a decadent weekday breakfast. But what sets French toast apart? It's all in the transformation. How the bread soaks up the egg mixture, how it caramelizes when it's fried, creating a heavenly combination textures. By the end of this video, you'll be a master of toast. So let's start this culinary journey. The secret to the best French toast lies in the ingredients. Every culinary masterpiece starts with a selection of the finest ingredients. Our French toast is no exception. Let's begin our journey of taste with the star of the show, the bread. Opt for a thick, hearty bread such as brioche or challah. These types of bread absorb the egg mixture well and carry a slightly sweet flavor that enhances the overall taste. Next, we have the eggs. Fresh, free-range eggs are a must for our French toast. They provide a rich and creamy base for our mixture, and their quality shines through in the final product. Sweetness is key in French toast, and for that, we turn to granulated sugar. A couple of tablespoons will do the trick, but feel free to adjust to your preference. Now let's add some depth to our flavor profile with a dash of cinnamon and a splash of pure vanilla extract. These ingredients bring warmth and a hint of luxury to our French toast. Remember, a little goes a long way here. To balance the sweetness and add a creamy texture, we'll need a cup of whole milk. It gives our egg mixture the perfect consistency and makes our French toast beautifully tender. The secret twist, a pinch of salt. While it might seem odd to add salt to a sweet dish, it actually enhances the sweetness and brings out the flavors of the other ingredients. And last but not least, unsalted butter. This is what we'll use to fry our French toast, giving it that golden, crispy exterior that contrasts so delightfully with the soft, sweet interior. Each of these ingredients plays a vital role in creating the best French toast. From the choice of bread to the quality of eggs, from the sweetness of sugar to the warmth of cinnamon, every element is important. The most crucial aspect, though, is to use fresh and high-quality ingredients. They make all the difference. Now that we have our ingredients ready, let's move on to the next step. Choosing and preparing your bread is the first step in crafting your perfect French toast. The bread you choose is the foundation of your French toast. It could be the difference between good and great, between ordinary and extraordinary. For the best result, you want a bread that's sturdy and able to soak up the egg mixture without falling apart. A thick slice of brioche, challah, or a good quality white bread are all excellent choices. Now let's talk about thickness. The ideal slice is about an inch thick. Too thin and your toast might be limp and soggy. Too thick and the center could remain dry and unappealing. An inch is just right, allowing the egg mixture to permeate the bread without overpowering it. Dryness is another key factor. Fresh bread might seem like the best choice, but it's actually better to use bread that's a day or two old. Why, you ask? Because slightly stale bread absorbs the egg mixture better than fresh bread. It's a delicious way to make use of bread that might otherwise go to waste. If you only have fresh bread on hand, don't fret. You can mimic the effect of stale bread by lightly toasting your slices before dipping them in the egg mixture. Speaking of dipping, when it's time to soak your bread, remember this is not a quick dip. You want to submerge your slice in the egg mixture, making sure it's fully coated. But don't leave it in too long, or you'll end up with a slice that's too soggy to handle. About 20 to 30 seconds per side should do the trick. And there you have it. Your bread is now primed and ready for the next step. With a bit of care and attention to detail, you've set yourself up for French toast success. Remember, the journey to perfection begins with the first step, and you've just taken it. With your bread ready, we move on to the egg mixture. The egg mixture is what gives French toast its unique, rich flavor. And so we arrive at one of the most crucial steps in creating the perfect French toast: preparing the egg mixture. This mixture is the magic potion that will transform your bread into a delicious, custardy delight. First things first, you'll need to crack open 4 large eggs into a bowl. Make sure to avoid any rogue shell pieces. These eggs are the backbone of your mixture, providing a velvety texture that's simply irresistible. Once the eggs are in the bowl, it's time to whip them up until they're light and frothy. This is where you can let out some of that pent-up energy. The more you whisk, the fluffier your French toast will be. Now let's elevate the flavor. Pour in half a cup of milk. This will help to thin out the eggs and create a smoother mixture. But remember, French toast is all about richness, so opt for whole milk if you can. Next, we're going to add a touch of sweetness. Sprinkle in a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. If you prefer your French toast on the sweeter side, feel free to add a little more. But we're not done yet. It's time to add some warmth with a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. The vanilla lends a subtle sweetness, while the cinnamon gives that familiar warmth and spice. Give everything a good whisk until all the ingredients are well incorporated. The mixture should have a light, creamy color and a slightly thick consistency. Remember, the goal here is to create a well-balanced mixture. Too thick, and your bread won't soak up enough of the mixture. Too thin, and your French toast might turn out soggy. It's also important to taste your mixture. Adjust the sweetness or add more spices according to your preference. Now, with your egg mixture ready, it's time for the fun part: cooking. Cooking French toast is an art, and we're about to master it. Let's dive into the heart of our French toast journey: the cooking. A well-prepared stove and a non-stick pan are your best friends for this part. Begin by setting your stove to medium heat. You want your pan to be hot but not smoking. Patience is key here. Too high and your toast will burn, too low and it will turn out soggy. Now, let's get that bread from earlier, the one immersed in our scrumptious egg mixture. Gently shake off any excess liquid and lay the slice in the center of the pan. Listen to that sizzle. The beautiful sound of culinary magic happening right before our very eyes. Here's a little secret to achieving that coveted golden brown color: butter. Add a small pat of butter and let it melt around the bread. This not only adds a delightful, rich flavor, but also gives your French toast a beautiful, even color. Let your bread cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. You're looking for a splendid golden brown hue, a sign that the sugars in the bread are caramelizing to perfection. Now, how about that crispiness we all love? The trick is to not flip your bread too often. Let it sit, let it cook, and let that crust form. One flip is often enough. Once you've achieved the perfect color and crispness, remove your French toast from the pan and let it rest for a minute. This allows the bread to reabsorb any remaining egg mixture, ensuring a moist, tender interior beneath that crispy exterior. And there you have it, a slice of French toast cooked to perfection. It's a beautiful sight, isn't it? Golden brown, crispy, yet tender and moist on the inside. Now you know how to make the best French toast, but we're not done yet. Our journey continues as we explore the final touches to make your French toast not just good, but truly exceptional. Let's move on, shall we? There you have it, the perfect French toast. Enjoy your masterpiece. Don't forget to subscribe for more tasty creations and comment down which recipe you to see next.